Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Okay.
Not bad.
Introduce yourselves, please. You first.
Sergei Sergeyevich Safronov.
Date of birth?
The 1st of January of the year 1985.
City of birth?
Russia, Krasnoyarsk Territory, the city of Zaozerny.
Your nationality?
Russian.
Religion?
Christian.
And you?
Vladimir of Salik Sultanovich. Chechen Republic, Sharoysky District, Kirinskoy Village.
Date of birth?
September 23rd of 83.
83rd.
Yes.
What is your military rank and position?
Conscript service.
When you came here to fight?
I am a sergeant, in the position of a sapper.
Are you mobilized?
Yes.
And you?
Deputy Company Commander.
What is your rank?
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Do you voluntarily consent to the recording and publication of this video?
Yes.
Yes.
You agreed tentatively. If you don't want to, then we won't communicate.
It's okay, yeah.
And you?
Yes.
Why didn't you want to 5 minutes ago?
I don't know. I was just thinking about how my wife would prove that I was a prisoner. Words they might not believe. How to prove that I am really a prisoner, that I am not killed or a deserter.
This was after I said I would record the denial on camera and asked, "Why don't you want to announce to the world that you're alive?" He thought about it and said yes. Was that the case?
Yes, it was.
Why do you agree?
I don't know, because I have to.
No, I don't want that. If you don't want it, we'll end the conversation and that's it. There are people who said no.
It's okay.
Does that mean you consent?
Yes.
You were mobilized and served.
Yes.
What were you before the war? What did you do for a living?
I worked as a locomotive instructor.
How were you mobilized?
When mobilization was announced, they sent me a summons to my place of registration.
In the house?
Yes, I am registered at my parents' house.
When it was?
So, I left on the 28th, went to the enlistment office on the 26th, they sent me a summons, I think, on the 24th of September.
That was a long time ago. When did you cross the territory of Ukraine with weapons?
We crossed the border without weapons.
When was that?
I believe we crossed the border when we left Rostov on the evening of November 17th, because we didn't know exactly when we crossed the border.
On the 18th you were already in Ukraine.
Yes.
What did you do in October and November?
In October and November we were in Omsk, in a military unit.
What was there?
Shooting, training classes, medical training.
Tell us what you were before the war in your country. What was your job?
I had different jobs, but you could say I was a construction worker.
You didn't serve?
In the police.
No. What was your job before the war?
I used to work for the police.
What was your rank on the police force?
I was an inspector, a lieutenant.
What is that? The patrol police?
Yes, the police patrol service.
Traffic police?
We guarded the streets.
You've been on the streets.
We patrolled the streets.
In what city?
Grozny, Chechen Republic.
In Grozny, I see. How were you sent?
An order came from the Ministry of Defense. I don't remember the exact month. It was the 29th, and we arrived on the 14th or 15th.
At the end of September there was an order, and in the middle of October you came here?
Yes.
September, October.
Yes.
What unit did you come with?
Severamad Regiment.
How many of you from the Grozny police were sent here?
No, in Grozny there were already different structures of the Defense Ministry, such as the Interior Ministry, the UVD, and so on.
From different structures?
Yes, the Department of Defense.
And you were assigned to?
Ministry of Defense.
At Ahmad Sever?
Yes.
Is it Ahmad Sever or Sever Ahmad?
Severamad.
Is there another Yug?
Yes, there's Yug, Sever, and another Sever.
How many of you are there?
There must have been 1,500 of us. We had 375 men in the 1st Battalion.
375 people. Were they military or people from different units, border guards, police?
They were different.
Were there military too?
The police were there were different structures working there.
Have you had military training?
There were drills going on there. We had exercises in Kalinovskia.
Was it here?
Yes.
I see. Here in Ukraine, what area did you come to?
There was some kind of factory there. Yes, there was a factory there.
Is this the Donetsk region, Kharkiv, Lugansk?
Yes.
Which one?
Donetsk.
Donetsk region. Did you live in a factory?
Yes, we were brought there.
Was your whole battalion there?
Yes.
300 people?
370.
When were you captured?
There weren't many of us when we were captured.
When?
It was the 14th of December.
December 14th.
Yes.
How many people?
There were 5 of us.
How it was?
At first, the drone dropped grenades on us. There were 10 of us in the trench, 5 of us were wounded and sent to the hospital. We stayed there in position. Then the drone flew in again and threw grenades at us again. We went into the basement and that minute we were surrounded. We shot back at them for, I think, 2 or 3 hours, I don't remember exactly. We started to fight back, then we ran out of ammo. Then they started gassing us. We were already almost unconscious, got out of the trench, we were detained and taken prisoner.
Who took you prisoners?
I don't know them, they didn't introduce themselves.
Was it the armed forces of Ukraine?
Yes, Ukrainians.
Ordinary soldiers?
Yeah, I guess so.
Not the special forces, the battalion?
I don't know, but one thing they said was that there were Kherson soldiers there too, they were very respectful of us. They were normal guys, they didn't attack us like hyenas. You can respect the enemy for that, too. I respect them for treating us humanly there.
How many people have you killed?
We didn't kill anyone.
In fact, you fought all of November and December, 2 months.
Yes. And I've been here for 2 months.
How many times have you shot?
It was the second time we had been there.
Second time?
Yes.
Why did you want to kill our people?
We were in position. Well, how can I say this? They attacked us, we didn't attack them, they attacked us. That's what happened, they attacked us and we shot back.
What were your goals in trying to kill our soldiers?
None, there was no desire at all.
You were shooting.
Self-defense.
This is our land, these are our soldiers.
I realize I don't have an answer to that question.
What are the Chechens doing on Ukrainian territory? What have the Ukrainians done wrong to you?
I don't have an answer to that question.
What does a policeman do who has been dressed as a military man and sent to die in Ukraine?
I'm in the Department of Defense.
Now yes, but before that?
No answer.
There is no answer. You understand that if there is no answer, the audience will think of the answer themselves. Question. When the police are sent to war, what does it mean?
No answer.
There are no military men left.
No, there's a lot of military there. No answer.
Tell your story, where did you come from?
We came to the territory of Ukraine in the Lugansk region. They call it the Lugansk region, right?
When was that?
On the 18th of November.
When were you taken prisoner?
3rd of January.
Did we pay for you so you wouldn't get killed?
Yes.
We didn't pay for you, in my opinion. It turns out that you fought for a month and a half. In November and December. Can you tell us how you were taken prisoner?
It was near Kremena, in the reserve. I was going from one combat position to another and got to your military.
Confused?
It turns out that way.
Was it during the day or at night?
In the morning.
Where were you going?
From one position to another.
You didn't have a map?
No.
How were you going to find a position without a map?
I only knew the two positions we were brought to. And I didn't know any more.
Were there dead and wounded?
Yes.
Were there?
Yes.
Were there dead?
There were dead and wounded.
A lot?
I think there were 2 dead at our position. I don't even know how many were wounded.
5.
Yes.
5.
Yes.
Were there dead in your battalion?
No.
Wounded?
There were wounded.
Seriously injured?
Maybe.
Were there wounded without arms or legs?
No, there weren't any.
What did your 2 soldiers die for?
They were following the orders of their commanders.
What was the order?
Hold the defense.
To keep the defense in a foreign country?
Yes.
Where is the logic?
I don't know anymore, to be honest.
What were your orders?
No answer.
Are you going to keep saying no answer? But you were told what you were standing there for, weren't you? You didn't come up with the order, you didn't decide to go to a combat position on your own. You lived in some factory with the whole battalion, and then someone ordered you to go to the position. Right?
Of course.
Were you there? Did they tell you when the war was over?
No, there was no such conversation.
And you?
They didn't say anything.
Why do you go to war? When is victory? When will you go home?
When we were sent off, we asked at the military registration and enlistment office for how long we would be sent to war. We were told that we would be sent to war until victory.
And where and what is this victory?
I don't know.
And when will you return home?
We don't know exactly. We'll wait for the order.
Who commanded you? Chechens or Russians?
Chechens.
What did you do at the factory?
We just ate, didn't do anything special.
Have you seen the civilians?
We lived in the factory for 1 month and were in position for another month.
Yeah, then a month in position?
Yes.
Food?
We had enough.
And you?
We had enough.
Where did you do your military service?
I served in the 24th Special Forces Brigade of the GRU.
We have a representative of the 24th GRU Special Forces Brigade. Where did you fight?
When I was an enlisted man?
Yes.
In the Chechen Republic.
When was that?
It was from the spring to the fall of the year 2005.
What were Russian troops doing in Chechnya?
Specifically, we?
Specifically Russian troops.
As far as I know, we were fighting terrorism at the time.
Have you had terrorism?
Yes.
Who were they?
How can I put it? There were all kinds of Arab gangs.
Shaitans?
Yes.
What started the Chechen War? We have a representative of the GRU, who fought in Chechnya, and a representative of Chechnya.
He was just a young guy there. How could he have fought there?
He was the one who killed, but it doesn't matter, does it?
No answer.
No answer? We're going to have an interesting conversation. Let me guess, again no answer, and there will be another. When did the Chechen War start?
In the 90s?
Yeah, how? Do you know your history?
Yes, I know.
Tell us the story of the 90s.
I was shell-shocked in the dugout. My memory is bad.
No memory?
Yep.
Do you know the history?
I don't remember anymore.
I had to figure it out, because I don't know the whole truth, since I'm not interested in politics, but I have to. Maybe someone else doesn't know either, and we'll learn something. You don't read Russian very well.
Yes.
Let's take your 5 minutes.
Chronicle of the First Chechen War. In July 1991, the Chechen Republic of Ichkeria was established.
Stop. Ichkeria was formed?
Was.
Do you want water?
What?
Water?
No, don't.
Unpleasant?
Why is it unpleasant?
This is a story I didn't make up. Doesn't this remind you of anything?
What to say?
Is that how you say it? In 91, you decided to secede from the USSR.
The only thing I can say is that our brothers died in the First and Second Chechen Wars. Allah willing, we will meet in the next world together. And there is nothing else I can say.
Why are you afraid to talk?
I'm not afraid of anything. This is such a policy.
Have your acquaintances, loved ones, or relatives died?
Yes, of course, many died on our street.
What did they die for?
Innocents were also killed there.
Who killed them?
Well, the Russians, of course.
Why did you kill them?
I was a child at the time.
You later killed them? Read on.
On December 18th, the federal troops started rocket bombing Grozny. At the same time, an offensive on the capital of Chechnya began.
Stop. Now a representative of the GRU is reading how they took over Chechnya, which wanted to secede. Earlier, the Republic of Korea was created. Then the columns invaded. We all remember the 24th of February 2022, when convoys entered Ukraine while their government was voting in the Duma. Then the bombings began. He reads about the year 91st. Everyone remembers the first salvo and how many shots were fired at Ukraine in the year 2022, February 24th. Go on.
Not everywhere in our country today can there be peace.
This is a complete repeat of what we had when the columns entered with thousands of vehicles on the old maps, bumped into the rivers where the bridges were supposed to be and there were none, and so on and so forth. There were street battles, there was equipment. The tactics had not changed at all. Because Russia lives by the canons and directives of the USSR of the 40s and 50s, when all this was written down and indicated how to act. The attack on Grozny was an attack on Kiev. 250 pieces of equipment went in, but they did not make it to Kiev. But they were invading just the same, the purpose was clear. Go on. We're draftees and we're not prepared. We recall our first interviews with conscripts who did not know how to fight. Where there were people who were at the drill, then on the night of the 23rd to the 24th they were told to go there. They didn't know they were going to fight. This is completely a copy of the scenario of the First Chechen War. We recall the mass graves found in Bucha, Izium, and Kherson. The model is the same as in Chechnya. They killed civilians, raped, abused, then buried and looted. There are videos of Russian occupation troops looting property, taking out carpets, televisions, anything they could pick up, anything they could load and take away. How is it that they killed you, and now you are running under their flag to kill us?
No answer.
No answer? Why is it funny to you?
It's not funny to me.
I understand that you're not amused. I can see your reaction, I can feel the dryness in your throat.
What can I say?
He is afraid of what will happen to him.
I'm not afraid, everything is fine.
Nothing will happen to you after this video. This is a guarantee of your life. Kadyrov won't dare do anything to you, because for him it's a death sentence, although we know a different story. Let's play the game. What's there?
Church.
Ruined church.
City.
Ruined city.
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 Destroyed buildings. Destroyed house.
Destroyed house. In fact, every photo.
City.
Maybe you recognize something? Yes.
This is Grozny.
Find Grozny and Mariupol here.
I don't know Mariupol, I haven't even seen it.
What is this?
I don't know.
This is Grozny.
Old city.
This is Grozny after their invasion. I printed this picture an hour before you came here.
Yes.
How do you feel? Please find 3 photos of Mariupol, all other photos are of Grozny.
I don't know.
Take a look at it.
This is Mariupol, I think.
I can only assume that this is Mariupol, because the windows are plastic.
Plastic windows, right, that's Mariupol.
There were no such windows at the time.
You are right.
It's probably Grozny.
This is Grozny.
I was neither there nor there, I'm just guessing. This must be Mariupol.
That's right, this is Mariupol, they also have plastic windows.
Possibly Grozny.
This is Grozny, right.
Here, I don't know.
Church.
Church, then, is most likely the territory of Ukraine.
This is Grozny. Here is another photo of Mariupol.
I don't know.
Because the Russian world brings the same thing always. There's a dot drawn here so I don't get confused. You see, right? There are dots in the photo of Mariupol. Why did the Russians destroy the churches in Grozny?
I can't answer that.
How does this happen? What does the Russian world bring? Why do you, who have lived through all this, bring it to us? You see on television how our cities are being destroyed, don't you? Kharkov. You don't care.
I care. No answer.
When will you have an answer? The purpose of this conversation is for your friends to look and try to answer the question.
What can I say?
Tell it like it is. Answer the question of what the Russians are bringing to Chechnya, brought to Georgia.
War.
War?
In Chechnya and in Georgia.
Yes, and in Ukraine.
And in Ukraine, too.
And in Ukraine, too. Why do you help them kill people, destroy cities? What did Mufti tell you when the 5 of you were sitting there?
They're in the mosque.
Yes.
I don't remember.
What would he do on the battlefield?
I have a problem with my head.
Everything is fine with your head, I know this very well, and your phrase, no answer is some kind of kindergarten.
I tell it like it is.
He knows and remembers everything. Good afternoon, your husband is a prisoner. Do you want to talk to him?
Yes.
Calm down, he's alive and healthy, unfortunately. Your conversation will be recorded and published, do you agree? What is your decision? Yes or no?
Yes.
It's okay, you can talk, here he is sitting next to me. What do you mean he can't talk? He will talk to you.
Okay, I agree.
You don't say where you are. Talk about anything you want.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Should I leave?
Hello, daughter.
Should I leave?
We're doing fine. Here's Vera.
Don't cry, calm down, girls, everything is fine. We are fed, watered, treated if necessary. We are waiting for the exchange.
I love you too. We are waiting for you. We love you very much.
That's right, wait for me. How's my mom?
Mom is worried, crying of course, waiting too. We love you.
Call her later and tell her it's okay.
How are you?
Everything is normal, we are fed, watered, a doctor comes, who needs it, provides medical assistance, treats us. We are waiting for the exchange. Do not worry. You?
Your documents have been brought. I do not know why.
What documents?
Passport, I guess.
Did they send my passport?
I think it's your passport and other documents.
How are you, daughter?
Fine.
Are you a good student?
Yes.
A's, B's? Do you go dancing, judo?
Yes.
Well done. Continue the same way.
We love you very much.
I love you too. You just have to wait a little while and everything will be fine.
How much?
I don't know. Maybe a month. Don't cry, it's okay.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to call.
They can hear you. Okay, call my mom, tell her everything's okay. Bye.
I have a question.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Can I ask you why your husband came to kill us?
He just got mobilized and went to war.
That is not the answer to the question. It is clear that he went on a mobilization. Why did he come to kill us? Is this his homeland? Can you tell me why you are killing our children, destroying our cities? Why are we sitting without lights and children not going to school?
That's not us, as they say.
Who did you vote for?
It's not our fault, I understand that.
How is it not your fault? Your husband came to a foreign country with a machine gun. And you are not to blame? Did you vote for the old man?
I didn't vote.
So you were supporting him. Try with the baby and go down to the basement for a week without light and water. I see you're doing well. No, it's not good. What's wrong with you? Why are you breathing like that? Do you have a lump in your throat? What have you done to end the war, to have the peace that you want so much?
Nobody wants a special operation, not us, not you.
This is not an answer. What have you done?
What is needed for that?
Think about it, ask about politics, watch the news. How many people like your husband have already been killed? What would you say to your children if you were killed here? What did Daddy die for? Mom, where is Daddy? Daddy died in Ukraine. What for? What did he die for in Ukraine? Continue the sentence.
To kill people, right?
I don't know. If you want, you can say so.
I'm very sorry, of course. Of course, I'm watching and I'm very sorry.
What are you watching?
I watch the news.
What news are you watching? What channels?
Russia 24.
Russia 24? Tell us what is really going on here, so that we are not limited to the phrase, so it turns out.
What's going on? There's a war going on. What else is going on here?
War. Who's killing who? Who comes where? Who is destroying population centers? We lived well before the Russians came.
Yes, this is war.
War.
Yes.
Are you short of land?
We have enough land, that's enough for me.
Explain to your wife why you are here.
There's nothing to do here. It's okay, I'm alive and well.
All is well. The murderer is captive, fed and healthy. What did I say wrong? Correct me. Did I say something unnecessary? Where did you study?
No answer.
There is no answer for one simple reason.
Yes.
What?
Don't need more.
No need?
Yes.
Why? If you tell me why, we'll stop. Tell me why I shouldn't do it, and then there won't be anything. Tell the truth for once in your life.
I'm telling the truth. I speak as best I can.
It is our tradition that prisoners of war turn to their fellow countrymen if they wish. You can both turn to your compatriots. You to the citizens of Chechnya, and you to the citizens of Russia.
In Chechen?
Unfortunately, no, because I don't know what you're going to say.
No, what can I say?
Say it in Russian. You came to defend the Russian world.
There is a place to sleep and something to eat. I tell my grandfathers and mothers not to worry. I tell my relatives, my brothers, the streets, the villages that everything is fine. I'm fine. I tell all the commanders that everything is fine, don't worry. Allah willing, I'll come home. That's how it is.
No, thank you.
You don't.
No.
You will not say anything, and you, in fact, said, come, everything is fine here. I'm right?
Nothing is good in war.
Then maybe we should apologize or tell them not to come here?
No one will come here that easily.
You were sent here on purpose. A former police officer and representative of the GRU.
That's it.
That's it.